today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful rainbow shawl. It's based on the granny shawl pattern, and it's really easy. It's absolutely gorgeous and a very beginner friendly project. So I'll show you step by step how to make it, and I hope you enjoy this video as much as I did making it. So for this project I used a Sirdar Snuggly Patter Cake. It's a lovely yarn. It's very soft, very pretty. So this is a patter cake. I actually used a different shade for this shawl. I used shade 754 and it's 100% acrylic. And it's very soft, very pretty. You have a lot of different pretty shades. So basically it's a double knitting yarn for British size, and for the US size it would be a light 3 yarn. So you can use any yarn that you like, and just make sure that you respect the hook size written on the back of the packet. We're also going to be using today a 4mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. For this video I will be also using US terms. So for the purpose of this video I'm going to use this basic blue yarn because you can see it quite well on the video. It's a basic DK 4mm yarn. So let's get going. So to begin, we're going to make a slip knot, so make this however you like. You're going to pop your hook through, and to begin we're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once you've done your 4 chain, you're going to slip stitch to the first chain that you made. So just pop your hook through that, grab your yarn, pull it through and pull it through, and now you've got your circle. So for row 1 we're going to start by making a 4 chain. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this counts as your first double crochet and 1 chain space. Within that same circle we're going to directly go in and make 3 double crochets in that circle. So you're just going to wrap your yarn around the hook, go in the circle, take your yarn, grab your yarn and go through 2 loops and go through 2 loops, and a second double crochet, go through 2 loops and 2 loops, and a third double crochet. So you're gonna do your third double crochet. There you go. We're now gonna chain 2, so 1, 2, and within that same circle we're going to do 3 double crochets once again. So wrap your yarn around, go through 2 loops and 2 loops, and 2 double crochets, and a third double crochet. There you go. So once you've done that, we're going to chain 1 and do 1 other double crochet in that same circle. There we go. So now you can see that we've got our first round. So basically this is the first round of our granny shawl. So to begin row 2 we're going to once again chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So once you've chained that 4, that's 1 double crochet and 1 chain space. You're going to go inside that chain space right here from the previous row, just here, and make 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to go into that next chain space right here, which is also the center. So you're going to make 3 double crochets inside that space. So 2 and 3, and you're going to chain 2, and within that same space in the center you're going to make 3 more double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. So as you can see, we're always going to make that same motif within the center of this pattern, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, always for the center. So once you've done this, you're going to chain 1 and go into the last space here and do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, and chain 1 and go back into that chain space and do another double crochet. There you go. So as you can see, this is the second round that we finished and the pattern is starting to repeat itself. So every time you see one chain space, well, one space from the previous row, like so here or here, you're going to put 3 double crochets, and when you get to the center it will always be the same motif, which will be 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets, and another 3 double crochets. So it's very repetitive, it's very relaxing, and it's a very beginner friendly. So I'm just going to take you through the next 2 rows just to show you those, and yeah, so I'm just going to show you those. So to begin row 3, we're going to chain 4 as always. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In that space right here, we're going to do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 1 and do another 3 double crochets right here. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, and we're going to go into this space here, which is also our center, and we're going to do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, and we're going to do another 3 double crochets into that same space. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, and another 3 double crochets in that space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and we're going to go into the next chain space and do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, and do 1 last double crochet in that last space that we just worked in. 1 double crochet. And there you go, we've just finished our 3rd round and it's really starting to look lovely. So basically I'm just going to take you through the 4th, and then you'll be good to go. So we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Within that first space right here, once again we're going to chain double crochet 3 times. So 1, 2 and 3, chain 1 and go into the next chain space right here and do 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. So you see, it's very repetitive. Every time you see a chain space from the previous row, you do 3 double crochets, chain 1, go into the next and so forth, except for the center where you will be doing the same motif, which is 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets. So you've got your 4th row just there. So basically you're just going to carry on with this very simple pattern like I explained, and the shawl will grow and grow and grow, and just carry on with this pattern until you're satisfied with its size, or until you finished your yarn. Or it's very personal, it's very up to you, it's really up to you what size you want it. So I'm just going to show you how to make the border for this shawl. So again, I'm just going to use a sample. I've attached a yarn to this project, but you can just carry on using the yarn that you were previously using, or attach a different yarn if you want a different colour for the border. So basically just attach your yarn at this very edge if you are going to change yarn. Once you've attached it, just single crochet, and if you are carrying on with the same yarn that you were previously using for your shawl, just single crochet into that space. So once you single crocheted, you're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you're going to go into the next chain space right here on the edge and single crochet on in that space. So basically you are going to do your edge on those 2 borders, on those 2 sides of the shawl. So once you've single crocheted into that space and secured it, you're going to chain 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Go into the next chain space right here and single crochet and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Go into the next chain space and single crochet chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, go into the next chain space, and basically you're going to do this all the way along to the top. So chain 5 again and go into that space and single crochet and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and go into the top of the shawl. So obviously mine is a smaller sample. You'll have to do this all the way along your shawl, but it's the exact same thing. Once you've reached the top, just chain 5, single crochet at that very top edge and chain 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet in the next chain space and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet into that chain space and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, and you're just going to carry on until the very end, and I'll meet you back at the end of this row. So now I've reached the top of that row, and I'm just going to single crochet in the very edge at the end. So just single crochet there and turn your work. So now we've done that row 1 of the edging, and we're just going to carry on with row 2. So for row 2, you're going to do a single crochet in on that chain. So basically just that chain you've just made, just go right inside and single crochet. There you go. And once you've done a single crochet, you're going to do 4 double crochets. So 1 inside, well, on that chain that you've just made. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and single crochet again on that same chain, and you've done your first shell for your edging. So there you go, you've done the first shell. You're going to go directly into the second one, so jump in directly and single crochet on that chain. So single crochet, and now you're going to again do 4 double crochets on that same chain. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and single crochet, and you've made your second shell. Well, I call them shells. I don't really know what they're called, but I call them shells. And once again, you're just going to go directly onto the next chain and single crochet and do 4 double crochets in that same space chain, and 3 and 4 and single crochet. So basically you're just going to carry on doing this all the way along, and once you reach the top it's the exact same thing. 1 single crochet, 4 double crochets, 1 single crochet, go on to the next side and the next chain, and just carry on doing the same all along the edge of that shawl until you reach the end. So I'll just let you carry on and I'll meet you back once we've done that. So I've just finished doing all my shells all the way along, and now I'm just going to show you how to finish off. So basically you've just finished your last single crochet on that last chain, so you're just going to fasten off. So just take your yarn with your hook and just pull it through and cut your yarn here and just pull it through, and you're finished. So what you need to do next is just sew in your loose ends and you're good to go. So that's my tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you you will subscribe to my channel. I've got lots of different projects coming up, so just let me know what you thought in the comments below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Selena Veronique, and I'll just link that also, and I'll leave all the details of this tutorial on my blog also, so the link will be in the description box. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.